Every choice has a consequence, good or bad. You and I know that from years of personal experience from making choices and dealing with consequences, let alone seeing the impact in the lives of others around us. But young people today, living in a whatever culture that seems to lack moral absolutes, they don't have the benefit of 20/20 hindsight like we do. That's why you and I as adults have the great opportunity, the privilege of equipping this generation to make better life choices. That's what the Choices School Assembly is all about. We grab their attention, we connect with them, engage them, and ultimately hope to influence them to make better choices in their life using 5 key action steps, 5 principles to live by. We begin every assembly with a drum solo. It connects and engages them in a way that few other things do. Besides a drum solo, I share with students in a language that they can understand. And on every campus, I'm always looking for an example that's very timely that I can connect with and engage them so that they know that I'm part of what's going on at their school. All right. I don't think there's any question, at least in my mind, who's going to take the game tonight. Any doubt? Azusa! Come on, you guys, give it up for the team. Come on. Humor is an important element in connecting with kids, and I like to use it in appropriate places and use stories from real life that they can relate to. Have you ever witnessed what I'm about to describe? You walk into a room, and there's 5 or 6 ladies sitting at a table. Okay? Now, you all know what's coming. You all know what's coming. Okay, one of them gets up, and she says, I have to go to the bathroom. Would you like to go with me? And they all get up and go. It's like, yo-wee-yo. Ladies, what's up with that? I mean, come on. Once the kids are engaged, we move the discussion to a deeper level as I begin to reinforce the importance of value-driven personal relationships. The kids are now starting to think about the consequences that come from drug and alcohol abuse, violence, self-abuse like cutting and eating disorders, premarital sex, and suicide. And if you have a friend who has confided in you and they've said they're going to kill themselves, you be the best friend they ever had and you get them help. I know about trust and confidence and all that stuff, but I would rather have a friend that's upset with me because I got them help and saved their life than I would to have to go to another funeral. Carrie did not get AIDS from a dirty needle because she was using drugs. Carrie did not get AIDS from a bad blood transfusion in the hospital. Carrie got AIDS because she wanted a relationship like we all do. We all want to be loved. We all want to have that emotional connection. She wanted this relationship, and this dude comes into her life and he says, I love you and I want to show you. But somehow, in his little micro mini BB brain, he forgot to tell her he was HIV positive. Yeah. By the time she found out what was wrong with her body, and she got up the guts to go to the doctor, Carrie lived 3 months. And people, I remember being at her funeral, standing next to her casket. And I was kind of like talking to myself. And it was like, Carrie, you're too young to die. This never should have happened. Men and women, please stop and think about the choices you're making and the consequences. You are not so slick that it ain't gonna stick, okay? Yeah. We spend time looking at 5 important actions essential to making good life choices. Number 1, develop a healthy self-image. You'll make better choices when you learn to like yourself. Secondly, choose your friends carefully. Our friends have such an impact on what we do and what we think, even what we wear. Number 3, think long term. In other words, if I decide to do this today, what will it cost me tomorrow, next week, next month, next year? The best time to choose is when there's still options available. Number 4, guard your mind. It's been said you are what you think about all day long, so what are you feeding your mind? And finally, establish a set of convictions to live by. A conviction is different than a belief. A belief is something you will argue for. A conviction is something that's so important to you, you practice it every day of your life. It's something you could say you die for. We reinforce these actions by looking at examples from their own lives that cause them to think, that cause them to be challenged, and help them apply positive actions, value-oriented actions, to make good choices in their own lives. Men and women, if you can remember one thing that I share with you today, here it is. Because this summarizes everything we've been trying to say. How you choose to live today will determine how and if you live tomorrow. Thank you for letting me be part of your life. Hope to see you again. Choose wisely and make this world a better place in which to live. Thank you very much. I've dedicated my life to helping young people today make healthy, positive lifestyle choices. And I'm excited about bringing our Choices Assembly to your kids as well. Give me a call soon. I look forward to putting something together where we can encourage and empower this generation.